can't fit a ride on an animal like this without finding his center. And to find his center, you must go through your own. You must go to where both centers are one. The moment they become two, you're in orbit. I was always wild and reckless, a kind of a free spirit. And I didn't know whether I was going to fit into society. I was really looking for a place to take that energy and take that excitement. So once I found rodeo and I found bull riding, it was the perfect scenario, because I love that adrenaline rush. I love the challenge of riding unrideable bulls. And I love the travel. Yeah. Always liked seeing what was over the next hill. There were some places that were big adventures, and Cheyenne, Wyoming is one of the biggest and oldest rodeos in the country, and they used to have a bar there. We called it Friday Night at the Fights. But any night you walk in there, a fight would break out, and it looked like the movies, where there'd be 100 people fighting, But nobody pulling knives, nobody pulling guns, just good old-fashioned fun fighting, and then they'd break it up and everybody go back to drinking together, But that was, it was like a bunch of young bulls kind of, seeing who the toughest was, and it was just the cowboy way. You were living out that John Wayne, type lifestyle, as a cowboy. You don't see that anymore. Just changing of the times. If someone has asked me, would you like to still be riding bulls? I said, I'd like to be young again. I'd be riding them, Because when you're young, everything's magic, The bull knows his job. He's bred to buck. His father and his grandfather did it, and his mother was, out of that great bloodlines too. They're just like racehorses. So they get there, they know their job, So their heart starts pounding, their adrenaline starts running. They're in go mode just like we are, And so it's, and that gate opens, it's, you'll see one just blow out there and buck like hell, chase the clowns, yet he gets in the back pens back there, you can go there and scratch him, and, he just, that job's done, They're really unique animals. They're cool. There was always great bulls around, and you admired them. Some guys made heroes out of them to the point where, in their mind, they become impossible to ride, And I always tell my students, don't hang around with people who make a bull sound impossible, because they're going to say, boy, this son of a buck, he's unrideable. He's a killer. He does this, he does that. And they'll tell you all the reasons why you can't ride him. Yet you walk over to a winner, you ask him about the same bull, and he goes, oh man, you got him, that's the one I wanted, So it's two different opinions. How you handle that mentally is going to determine whether you become successful at it or you become a failure at it, And probably 95% of the guys that start out and with the intention of riding bulls end up in that failure category because they never conquer the mental side of the game. When you clear your head of all conscious thought, you access the experience of 10,000 lifetimes. There's nothing you don't already know how to do. And I've been in that state where I just invented moves. And that's that state of being totally out of your conscious mind and over on the unconscious side. You'll amaze yourself once you get over there what happens. It's almost like when my best rides, I felt like I was above myself watching myself. It's almost like an out-of-a-body experience. So when you kind of get into that state, you drop down on the same level as your animal. So he's reading my thoughts. He's picking up on do this, do that. It was weird. But when you get in that right state of mind, things happen. No matter what your problems are in life, it's just like going out and facing that bull every day. Look at what you're up against and then figure a way to make it work. You know, it's like if you're looking at a 1,800-pound Mattis bull and he rears high and he has a lot of drop and he's got a lot of power, then there's a spot on that bull that you've seen one of the great world's champions get and ride him. And then so you practice, okay, there's how I ride him. I want to ride him like he did, you know. So when you meet, you know, you're going to have the advantage. You know, you take that power away from him. You know? But if you just go out there and just hope it's going to happen, then it's probably not going to happen. But that's the way life is, you know. You just hope you're going to be a success. Good luck, you know. You become a success from the attitude and the work that you put in. And you see a guy smile and laughing and giggling and having fun with life. He's usually a success.